1, 2, 3, 4. Okay then, that was Knocking on Heaven's Door at, I did that at 66 beats per minute. Now, this is using chords that you all should have learned by this point, although getting these chords this quickly together is something that takes a long time and a lot of practice. And the only practice to really do with this is making sure we are changing as many times as possible. So in the books, we've got the G chord. I don't think I need to go through it in the video because it's all there and something we've all done a bunch before. So we do a G chord, a D chord, and an A minor chord. And the second time through, it's pretty much the same thing, but we do a G to a D to a C instead of an A minor, which is just one finger difference here. Okay. Now, when it comes to the strumming, the exercises to look at in senior level 1 are 218 and 219. Now, if you look at 218, it's got a G and a full bar. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and to D. 2 and 3. And all we do to play the actual song is just change those changes so they happen twice as quickly. So it's 1, 2, and change, 3, 4, and then the A minor, 2, and then for the second half of the A minor bar, I'd like to do these tied rhythm notes, that kind of thing. Yeah. So apart from that, well, let's break down that rhythm of the A minor actually. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So down, down, up, up, down, up. So let me play the first line through again, and I'll talk in terms of ups and down strums. Because the whole time with the click, and this is something which is probably useful to practice as well, is with the click, even something like this is just practicing going down on the click and up. Because even if we're not strumming, our arm still needs to be moving. Still needs to be moving this way. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Cool. So I hope that's all clear for everyone. Obviously, it's something we can go over more in lessons. But apart from that, to be able to play these chord changes this quickly, we really need to be able to almost fall on these chords, and that takes a lot of practice. So my approach to this is, if you want to get these up to scratch as quickly as possible, is to not necessarily play through a chord progression like this, because of, you know, how often am I changing chords here? 1, 2. If I talk about seconds, but let's do that for a second. Okay, so I'm going to change the metronome to 60 beats per minute. So now the metronome is going 1 click per second. So if I'm doing this, knocking on heaven's door, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, this is 218. I'm changing chord once every 4 seconds or once every 2 seconds. And the reality is we need to make these chords thousands of times until they're quick enough. So I would recommend to everyone watching, especially if you feel like these chords aren't quick enough yet, is to not even worry about strumming them for a little bit. Making a G chord, going to the D, back to the G, and see how many times you can do this. Because of, if we're doing it this way rather than changing after 4 seconds or so, we're getting way more out of our practice. We're gonna, if we need to make these chords 10,000 times before they are quick enough, we're gonna reach those 10,000 times much sooner doing it this way than actually going and strumming every single one. I hope that makes sense and it was all clear, and well, see you all soon. Bye bye.